people? So we're back with another video. Now this one that I'm dropping for you all today is a special one, as it's all about my life story, which I'll be dropping for you all in so many parts. Now the reason for this is because I get asked by a lot of people on here where I'm from, what my story is. Just like when people meet me in general in person, I get asked the exact same thing, and people seem very intrigued by my story, so I thought I would share it with you all. So let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to clear up, yes, I am from Southeast London, just to let you all know. That's my ends, that's where I'm from, but I do not reside there anymore, as you know, I had to get the hell away from there due to the lifestyle that I was living. Now the reason why I moved away was because my best friend was killed. Next month will be 11 years. He's been dead, and he was killed due to, unfortunately, being in the wrong place at the wrong time of a gang attack. And you know, that was the point for me. That was the big realization to where I decided to change my life. Now, up until that point, I was living a lifestyle that I didn't know what the consequences were to what I was living. And even though it was right in your face, you don't actually, actually take it in until something big like that happens. Now, when that did happen and I seen my best friend getting buried and put in the ground, that was the turning point for me. Now, luckily enough, I had a lifeline, and as I said to you all before, if you're trying to get out of that lifestyle, then it's for you yourself to make that happen. But if you have a lifeline, then definitely take it and use it. Now, right up until that point to where my friend died as well, I was with him every single day. And if it wasn't for me going away and visiting my nan on holiday at the time, I would have been with my best friend. It would have been me and him, or it would have been me, not him, So that's what the realization was. And even today, when I'm speaking to you all about it, there's a lot of people that I've known since I've moved away that has been killed to that lifestyle, and a lot of people that are in prison, and my brother doing 35 years. So when my friend was killed, I decided to take that lifeline, and I got an apprenticeship. Now, when I took the apprenticeship, I never thought I was gonna make it, and I did make it. I was on nearly 20 grand a year before I was even 20, and it was only going up and up and up. Now, right up until that point, I had my own place. I was doing well until I met a woman that I actually did love. But as time went along, things went very sour quickly due to, people being very deceiving and manipulative and so forth. I could go on and on, but, it just due to the family, things wasn't meant to be, unfortunately, and they made sure that, it wasn't made to be. Now, everything was fine. I met, the person that I was with, her family. They were all fine, deceitful, everything. They liked me. And then there was an event that happened 3 years ago now, which changed my whole, life around. Now, it's kind of funny. I look back and I'm telling you all this story because when I was in prison, I was actually laughing with the prison guard, and he was laughing as well. And he was asking me the exact same thing: where you're from, why you're here, da 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 da. And I was telling him, and we were laughing because I said to him, yeah, I moved away from that lifestyle to made sure that I never ended up dead and I didn't end up in prison. And, here I am, so many years down the line in prison, but due to certain events that were, definitely premeditated, 100% pre-planned, the whole lot. Like, it was out of my control to the point of what my actions would only hold me for. Now, my actions make me seem to this day that I'm this violent person, which I'm sure you all can guess by my my personality. I'm not a violent person. I'm one of the most humblest, peaceful people that you can meet. Of course, if you upset me, I don't turn violent, but if you're violent towards me and I'm threatened, then I'm only gonna defend myself. It's like if you back an animal into a corner, it's only obvious for what any kind of animal it is, it's gonna defend itself, So unfortunately, that night of event, I did make the wrong choice and defended myself in the wrong way, which I didn't have to, but I never seen any other choice. But it is what it is. I lived I'm living with the consequences. I'll have to live with the consequences, and I've paid for the prices, So yeah, up until that point, my whole life changed around, and due to the family, they ended up, you know, making me lose my job. I was looking at 5 years in prison, and my whole world was just literally getting changed around. Now, me and the person that I was with at the time, we moved into a rented, you know, house, an actual house. It had a front garden, you know, a back garden. It was a nice house to, you know, to actually settle in, you know. So we were kind of good, and it was a private road as well. So there wasn't many young people doing what we were doing, even though it wasn't bought. But you know, that was the start of, you know, our lives, and it's very unfortunate due to the events that happened, because I certainly didn't want that to happen that night. I was with my nan. Out of all people, you know, with anyone you're with, you don't want to be, you know, doing that kind of stuff with, you know. So it was a very shocking event. But you know, I've been told by that exact same person that said it wasn't my fault throughout the whole period of time, and even when I went prison, you know, continued to say, oh, I'd support you, never stop you from seeing your kid, and you know, it wasn't your fault. Now, because I'm not with that person, and I decided to leave that person because, you know, the love wasn't there, and it wasn't, you know, about just being there for my kid, just, you know, to be with that person, you know, it wasn't worth it. Like, you know, yeah, I was interested in my kid, but to be around, you know, in a relationship with someone just to be there for the kid, it's not, that's, you can't live your life like that, you know. So I went and left peacefully, and now to this day, that's something that I'm paying the price with. And when you're in prison, I'll just quickly add in, you know, a lot of women will tell you a lot of things, and as soon as when you decide to leave, and you know, you leave the most peacefully way that you could, it's just the tables are turned crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be dropping another part to this. Do like, leave your comments. I do appreciate you all supporting my channel. Do spread the word. Mind giveaways each week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay out of prison, people. Peace.